Welcome back to the Book Nook. When I was doing my TBR, which I still have sitting over here, that's what this mess is. I decided that I listed some of my books on my winter TBR, but I thought I would do a Kindle TBR, and let's talk about what's on my Kindle, okay? Because I just went through and got rid of a bunch of books, and yeah. So let's talk about what's on there. Some of these I've finished, some of them I haven't. So I am currently reading The Girl I Was by Geneva Rose. Really, really enjoying that so far. I'm only like 20% in. It's kind of a reverse 13 going on 30. Yeah. The next one on there is Brain Damage by Frida McFadden. And I did just finish this last night, and I will be talking about it at the end of my video, or the end of the month video. But yeah, so that was my Frida for the month. So I read that. Okay, the next one is Run. I'm sorry. I need my glasses on, guys. Run to Him. And this is by an author, indie author, I think, small Christian. It's a Christian. She's a Christian author, I believe. Yes, she's a Christian author. And it's part of a series. And her name is Hattie Wade. I'll put it up here, and I'll put the series up here. Yeah. So I'm looking forward. I saw her on Instagram, or no, I'm sorry, TikTok. Saw her on TikTok. I can remember this now. And I was like looking for a book to add yesterday because I was, like I said, revamping my whole Kindle. And I thought, I want to look for some authors on TikTok that I've seen and liked. And hers came up. So yeah, I'm looking forward. Never read anything by her. Really, really looking forward to that. The next one is Memory Lane by Becky Wade. I have read something by her, and I don't remember what it is right now, but I will put it up here. I'm pretty sure. If not, then I'm lying and there'll be nothing up there. But if it does show up there, it'll be one. And I remember really, really liking it. This is a part of a trilogy. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. The next one is The Sword of Kaigan. Kaigan? I'll put it up here by M.L. Long. This is a fantasy, but it's not a romantasy. Not that I have anything against that, but I'm just speculating. So yeah. Anyways, this is a fantasy. I read the first Poppy War, and I loved it. I read the second one at Blue Dragon Republic, and I have kind of soft DNF'd that for now. I just didn't like it as much. I really enjoyed the initial story of the character and her like going through the thing. I got a little bogged down in the battles. I did this with also Iron Gold, or no, Dark Age by Pierce Brown. I love Red Rising. I'm a little bogged down. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's my mood or what. So I hope I enjoy that one. The next one is The Rose Bargain, and I can't see the title, by Sasha Payton Smith. Yeah, I just heard a lot about this. So I don't really know a whole lot. I've heard a lot of people. It's very popular. I totally went out of my thing. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Oh, the next one is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Yeah, I'm going to dive into that trilogy this year. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I think it's fantasy. I don't think it's romantasy. I don't really know. I just know it's really popular, and I've heard it's closed door. So that's what I'm looking forward to. The next one is The Brotherhood by Jerry B. Jenkins. I've read a couple. Well, first of all, I read the first, I think, 6 of the Left Behind series years ago, and then kind of got burnt out on that, so I stopped. I actually ended up getting rid of my copies because I just wasn't going to read them. I kind of burnt myself out so badly that and that's why I don't read series back to back anymore. And I just thought, I'll give them away, and somebody who really wants to read them can read them. They'll just take up place of myself anymore. So to clear off my shelf. So yeah, so I did that. Yeah. So this is The Brotherhood. I believe it's like a police suspense drama by him. It is a trilogy. Okay, the next one is Clipping Thorns by Felicity if I'm saying that right up here, Elaine. Now, I discovered her on TikTok. She is a Christian self-published novel writer. So I read her first book. My feet. I read the first book in the series, which I'll put up here. I can't think of the name of it, what it's called. Anyways, I read the first one and I really, really enjoyed it. It's like mafia romance, but it's closed door, which I'm like, I kind of get the hype now. And now I get why people like mafia romance. It's really good. So, yeah. So I really enjoyed the first one. So, and it left a cliffhanger. I'm really excited to get into that series, get to continue that series. The next one is Alice Feeney, His and Hers. I have read 2 Alice Feeney books, I believe. I'll put them up here. I know I read the one, Beautiful Ugly. Maybe I've only read one. I don't know. If I have, I'll put them up here. If I've only read one, then one will be up here. But I'm pretty sure I've read 2 of her books. I really enjoy her writing. Yes, Rock, Paper, Scissors. That's what it was. Now I remember. Loved Rock, Paper, Scissors. Really loved that book. Yeah. So I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. I'll put it up here. Now I remember. Really loved it. It was one of my first thrillers that I read. Really, really enjoyed it. So the next one is The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. I know this is an emotional book. I know I'm going to read. I just finished The Things We Leave Unfinished. Oh, that was such a good book. I like her writing. I don't know if I'm going to continue with the Fourth Wing series. Excuse me. I don't know if I'm going to continue with the Fourth Wing series, to be honest. It's not high on my list. I actually had the book and I've Onyx Storm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I've kind of lost my interest for that. But either way, The Last Letter, I'm really looking forward to that. The next one is a series I'm continuing, which I talked about in my other video, which is Carl's Doomsday Scenario. This is in the second book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. Really love that. Enjoyed that a lot. Looking forward to that. Okay. By Terry Blackstock. I started this series because I found the first one on Libby. So I listened to it and I thought, okay, I can listen to it, And I really, really enjoyed it. I think it's called Last Light. I don't remember. Anyways, I'll put it up here. And it's like a 5-part series. And I am just enjoying, like, first of all, Terry Blackstock's a Christian author, but she doesn't write stuff. She writes things that are true to life. Like she doesn't make everything flowery because that's not real, and the Bible is not even a flowery book. I mean, there are parts of it that are lyrical, but there's a lot of things that go on. I mean, in that, if you haven't read the Bible, well, you should, because it's got everything. Okay, it's got everything. Anyways, but yeah, so I like that she writes stories, but there's a definite, like, good and bad. She doesn't glorify the bad. And even the good, the people who are like the good people, they have personal growth. I'm really enjoying watching this family kind of grow as they go through this. So let me tell you the story. I'm sorry, I forgot that. So it's in the early 2000s and there has been an EMP. And so the family is left scattering. But as they grow in this, they are growing in a lot of ways. And so I'm really enjoying it. It's really good. So it's got a little bit of intrigue. It's got a little bit heartwarming. It's got everything. It's got everything. It's really, really good. The next one is Tastes Like Watermelon Sunshine. I put this on my TBR a while ago, and I'm pretty sure it's closed door, if I'm not mistaken. And I heard about the author again on TikTok. I'm really liking finding authors that are maybe not, not mainstream, and discovering new authors like Valencia Elaine. TikTok. I found her on TikTok. Really enjoy her books. So again, I think this is another author like that. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so I have another Rebecca Yarros variation. I really don't even know what that's about. But yeah, I'm sure it's one of her, heartwarming stories. I'm looking forward to that. I also have The Patriot by, um, it's the Hayden family series, and I think it's Jennifer Milken. Yeah, Jennifer Milken. I believe these are closed door. I may be wrong on that, but either way, I put this series on my a long time ago, so we'll see. Yeah. The next one is Shield of Sparrows. I was so shocked because that's a new book that was on there. I got that a while ago. So yeah, again, that's fantasy. Don't know if that's romantasy or if it's fantasy, but either way. I've had this one on my book on there forever too, as well, and I didn't take it off when I did my clean out. And it's Abby Jimenez Fall Risk. This is a short story. I think I'm going to read this in February because it's like a little romance. Um, Also, I have Frederick Bachman, The Winners. This is the third in the Beartown series, and this is very important for me to finish so I can complete this series. I have enjoyed the first two books. I Frederick Bachman is an amazing writer. I just love his writing, so I'm looking forward to that. I want to see how this world concludes and see how it ends. I'm looking forward to that. And the last, Mrs. Parrish. And I know that there's the next Mrs. Parrish. Again, I think this is a thriller. So I'm looking for that. So that's it. That's my Kindle. For the foreseeable future, that's my Kindle TBR. The reason I wanted to put this on here is because I have decided that I want to read on my Kindle every day and read a physical book, but prioritize my Kindle because I pay for this service and there are a lot of books on there. I actually went through and found that they had 3 or 4 books that I had from the library on here. And so I just like Dungeon Crawler was one of them. Oh, The Girl That I Was another one. Yeah, so they were all there and I was like, well, if I have them on Kindle, I'll just return them to the library. And so now I have them on Kindle. Maybe every like couple months I'll do that when I do a clean out and everything. I just took a lot of books off of there that I had when I first started watching Book Talk and things like that I started, and I realized this is showing how my tastes have changed as well I think this over the last 6 months to a year. I think also too, I just want to say that um I think it's very normal to, when you start getting into reading, to just start picking up books that other people are talking about a lot. And I don't think we should shame that, because if these are the books that get you into reading, which reading is great and wonderful, then don't shame that. If you still want to read the popular books, I'll still read the popular books too, right? But I just want to also prioritize reading books that maybe aren't as popular, because you may find some gems. Sometimes they're good. It's with all things. It doesn't matter if a book is popular or not, what makes it good or bad, right? It's up to you. I picked up a book recently, never even heard of this author. Okay. This was probably one of the best books I've ever read. 2 books recently, actually. One of them is on, TikTok, very popular on Book Talk. One of them isn't. Both really great books. Finding out what kind of reading style I like, and 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 that's what this is all about. This is about growing, and that's what I want to do. I want to grow as a reader. I want to grow as a person. I want to grow. I also want to just read a book that's going to make me laugh and entertain me, and it just takes me out of my mind off of everything for a while. There's nothing wrong with that. I also want to address something else. I've heard this argument a few times, and this is my little hot take, okay? People say, how do you read more than one book? How do you watch more than one TV show? You watch more than one TV show. I can watch Friends and I can watch Gilmore Girls, and I know that those two aren't the same. Now, some of the characters may cross over, but that's it. So that's how you can read more than one book. I don't know why people have such an idea that you can't keep track of them because they're different characters. Yeah, I will say sometimes if you're reading two books that are somewhat similar, it does take you sometimes a few minutes. It takes me a few minutes to get into them, but it's worth it. At the end of the day, it's worth it because I get to read different stories and I don't have to read the same story every time I pick up a book. I can have variety. I can read a thriller. I can read a romance. I can read a lit fiction. It's out there. I can listen to a biography. I just listened to a biography that was like 20 hours long. Okay. The book's probably this thick. I was like, I really enjoyed it. The author narrated it, you know? Yeah. We'll talk about that one in the end. That was a woohoo. Let me tell you. Yeah. That was pretty crazy. So yeah. So that's where we're at. So yes, we put my Kindle reads go in here. So I will refill. I'm going to take these out and refill those. These are my Frida reads, I think. I don't know. And then these are what? I think these were my TBR from thing, but I got this now. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah. So that's it. So I look forward to doing this again, and I want to thank you for coming and listening to me ramble about my books. And if you're new here, I hope you will like and subscribe. I do want to get better at this and I want to grow. And I've been doing a lot of short form content lately. But my goal this year is to do more long form. I want to put out a video every week from this point on, well, from a couple weeks ago on. So yeah, so that's my goal. And I've just got to work it out. And I've got to, the hard part is, I'm going to be so honest with you. Sometimes I'm like, I just want to read and I don't want to do whatever it is to do, edit or film. I just want to go read. Like right now, I just want to go read. So that's what I'm going to go do. I'm actually going to eat lunch and then read. But I'm going to edit some videos today and I'm going to get these up and going. And I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.